morning. It's so good to be with you all this morning. But we're having the craziest weather that ever was.
You know, and I worked in my garden. When was the sunny day? Well, it was sunny yesterday. It was sunny day before yesterday. Well, I guess it was Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day it was. I worked in my garden. I was just going to do a couple of little things.
Yeah, right.
And then I did a little more and a little more, and I ended up cleaning out the whole pond. I was on my hands and knees digging all that stuff, you know, yucky stuff out and everything. And I can't move today.
But she's retired now, you know. Yes. This is Brene Beatty, who co-hosts with me on Thursday mornings. And Brene is retired now, so she can do that and then be a lady of leisure the next day when she can't really get up and move around.
Although I wouldn't call it leisure.
No, that was not leisure. That was grunt work, absolutely.
That was.
And I'm Nancy Kaysen. I have a little gift shop downtown called the Red Ribbon right across the street from the museum at 5 Points. And we're just tickled to be with you this morning.
We are.
Crazy weather. Crazy weather.
Yeah, it's like March.
Absolutely,
or April.
Totally. And in a few minutes, I'm going to get Jennifer to put the weather up on the screen for us so we can see what it's going to be. But I think today is supposed to be mid-60s. Rain all day and maybe storms.
Yeah.
Oh, whoop, here we go already.
Okay, hi.
Okay, 63 with a low of 45 and showers. And tomorrow, showers, 57, 29. And Saturday's going to be sunny. Yay.
Oh, good. Well, 56. Well, that's not so, low, 28.
I know. And
we're getting back
if the
down
wind,
more.
you know, if the wind didn't blow, we'd be okay. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes.
That was great. Really
Thank
quick.
you.
I love it.
Well, you know, I saw on weather.com, I think, that Chattanooga area is expecting like 2.6 inches of rain with this storm that's getting ready to come through.
How exciting.
That's 2.6 more.
We need more rain, yes.
My toes have grown webs.
Well, that's right. And the sad thing about this, all of us that garden, all of us that raise tomatoes, that need plenty of water, there won't be any this summer.
Oh, no. No.
It'll be dry as a bone, and the tomatoes will be awful again. They were bad last year.
Oh, yeah, and it will, you know, it was dry, and then it would rain, and it was dry, and it would rain, so they'd grow, and then they'd pop and crack, and they were all misshapen.
They were awful.
Oh, they were. They
so
really were.
I've been telling Flavis he needs to start catching this water. So
I have a water barrel.
Yes.
Yes, I did one of those rain barrel
That's wonderful.
Things. Yes.
And I need to call Frank. We need to see if one of them wants to come on.
Oh, that would be wonderful. We had at Cleveland State had a Green Day. They came to the Green Day event, and I did a water barrel. And bad thing is, when you've got all this water in it and it's running out because it's overfilled, you can't put it anywhere because it's already soggy everywhere.
Right.
You know, I need like 6 rain barrels and just, you know, connect them.
Oh,
wouldn't that be a good idea?
That's a thought.
Yeah.
That's a good thought.
Now that I'm retired, maybe I can do that.
You can do that. Invent something.
Invent something.
There you go.
Oh, and then I can retire.
Right. And you can really retire.
Really retire, yes.
Okay, we have a couple of community things that we need to tell you all about.
Yes, Sky Ridge Senior Circle. Are you a member? I am.
No, I know. I need to do that.
Oh, you need to.
I know.
Yes, they have
there's some benefits that go with that.
And now that I'm retired, they do all sorts of stuff during the day. Anyway, excuse me, I digress. Okay, they're hosting a health fair Saturday on the main campus at Sky Ridge, and there will be information booths, blood pressure checks, and more. Existing members and those who become a member of Senior Circle on Saturday would be eligible for a free lipid profile and glucose test. That would be fasting, so you need to fast from midnight on.
If you're going to do that.
If you're going to do that. Membership is $15 a year for an individual or $27 for a couple. And it starts at 8 o'clock, and I think it goes until noon.
I think that's right.
Yes, and there are lots of benefits to the Senior Circle membership. And if you're interested, you can call 559-6887, and that's Sky Ridge. And ask for Miss Nancy.
Miss Nancy, not me. There's another Miss Nancy.
Not Red Ribbon Nancy.
That's right. There's another Miss Nancy there, and she'll take
Senior
care
Circle
of you.
Nancy.
Senior Circle Nancy, and she will take care of you.
She will.
Now, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we had Lisa on from the museum, and she brought us some wonderful quilts. And so the Stitches in Time exhibit begins today.
Oh, that's right.
And runs through March the 10th. So you need to go by and see the beautiful quilts on display.
Nancy has one. I just have to keep saying that. I'm so impressed with
you. Thank you so much. I have a quilt on display. If you're a member of the museum or a quilt exhibitor, there's a reception this evening at the museum beginning at 5, sponsored by First Tennessee Bank. They're really good to help sponsor things at the museum.
They are.
Now, if you aren't a member, it's real simple to join. You just call 339-5745 and they'll sign you right up as a member.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would love to have you as a member of the museum. And everyone needs to belong to our museum.
Support it.
I will tell you, for the Quilt Guild, you know, Red Ribbon's right across the street. I'll get a little plug in. We have brought in some Jim Shore. You know, Jim Shore is a South Carolina artist. All of his figurines and everything have little quilt designs on them because he grew up in a kind of an Americana heritage type thing. So we have brought in some quilting things. We have a couple of quilting angels, and we have a quilting bee. She's this cute little thing that you can hang on a quilting on a stand if you want to. Just some cute things. So, and then we also have the willow tree item called the quilt. So, you know, when you go over there, run across the street and see me. And also, you know, the Grape Escape we talked about. Tickets sold out. Forget it. It's already done.
Missed it just like we did on the yellow plate. But I signed up this time.
We're gonna get that one though.
Yes. Oh, okay. Me.
Get you.
I got all excited about the Grape Escape. Okay, the roasting of Jonathan Cantrell, a fundraising event sponsored by the Pilot Club of Cleveland, will be held at the Elks Club on January 31st. Doors will open at 6, with dinner being served at 6:30. Tickets are $30 and available at Cherokee Pharmacy, the Accent Mark, and Mark's Barbershop.
And that should be a fun event.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan is such a good guy.
He is. And he'll handle this well.
Yeah, he will. He will.
And he's big enough that if he doesn't want you to talk ugly about him, he can stop you.
Yes. Don't want to get on Jonathan's bad side. I don't think he has a bad side.
I don't think he does either. I really don't. Now, we were talking about who gets Grandma's yellow pie plate.
Yes.
Now, Miss Kay will be on with us next Thursday.
Oh, good.
And she's going to talk to us about who's going to get Grandma's yellow pie plate. And then also she'll tell us a little bit about another class they have, which is Living Well with Chronic Conditions. But Kay Smith is with UT Extension.
They do so much.
They do so much. And I want to say they're, you know, the best kept secret we have. But every time you and I try to sign up for something, it's already full. So evidently everybody else knows about them.
Except us.
But if you are interested, 728-7001. And this is who gets Grandma's yellow pie plate. And this is something that people do need to be concerned about because there are antiques, et cetera, et cetera. We've talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
And what do you do with them?
We may love them, but, you know, I have 2 sons.
I know, and I have one son.
And one lives in California.
Yeah.
And when my mother died recently, he's like, oh, I want Mimi's furniture. And I'm like, honey, number 1, it's not your taste. And number 2, it would cost way more than it's worth to ship it.
Yeah, get a truck and drive over here.
Yes. So anyway, and I think it's $10 or $15 for that.
There is a fee for it.
But you get a big workbook and forms to fill out. Yeah, refreshments and forms to fill out to help you decide, you know, who gets Grandma's pie plate. Yeah. Okay, and Cleveland Bradley Library. They do so many good programs.
They really do.
They do. The career coach will be at the library on February the 7th from 9 until 3 to assist you with the job search. People from the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development will be on hand. An ebook workshop will be held on January 28th from noon until 2. The workshop is free but limited to 12 people. If you're interested, call the library. And also, we've talked about this before.
We do talk about this.
The monthly classic movie night series begins January 31st. Ooh, that's going to be a busy day.
It is. It's going to be a busy day.
Yes. And they're going to be showing Duck Soup with the Marx Brothers at 6 o'clock. And if you like slapstick, it is a classic.
It is a classic.
Yes.
It is a classic. And now you're talking about things being, there's a lot of things happening that day. That is why we have the calendar on the Chamber website. One community, one calendar. You go on there and you put your events on there so that we don't have a whole lot of things happening on the same day, and we can kind of spread them out a little bit.
Oh, I know. I think more people are using it.
I think so. But I do think so.
More people need to.
That's exactly right.
And it doesn't matter what your event is.
That's right.
You know, it doesn't have to be. It could be a church potluck supper or something. But, you know, put it on the calendar.
That's exactly right, and you don't have to be a chamber member to do that.
Right.
Now, we're going to have the chamber. The rest of today is going to be the Chamber of Commerce people coming in talking about things, and a lot of exciting things going on at the chamber, but you don't have to be a member of the chamber, but we wish you were.
Yes.
So
you ought to think about it.
Absolutely, and
Positively,
will be here
yes.
to talk to you about that. The Young American Music Outreach is going to be back at Cleveland State February 16th through the 18th, and maybe I can get with Karen and get her to come on and talk to us about this. It's for ages 5 to 18, and it runs 2 days, and then they do a performance at the end of the last day, or it runs 16, 17, 18, and the performance will be at Cleveland Middle School, and it's a workshop for kids that like to perform, very talented kids. So, and then you could call Cleveland State 472-7141 and ask for Karen Dale in the music department, and they'll be glad to tell you what you need. There is a fee for this.
Yes.
And then also I think they're looking for host families.
Yes, they are
to host the people that come in with this group. So,
because they were here 2 or 3 years ago, and we hosted one of the young women. That was, that taught the classes and everything.
Actors.
Yeah, one of the actors, yeah. And they are so phenomenally talented. There's 2 groups of them. And right now there's one that's on tour, and the other group is in California, I think it is, and they're training to do this, to work with the children. To come on tour.
Fantastic.
So they'll be the next group. So it's kind of like this.
Very professional group, folks.
Yes, oh, they are, and talented, and you wouldn't believe what they get out of these young kids. I mean, if you have a son or daughter, grandson, granddaughter, niece, nephew, whatever, who are interested in the performing arts, do this for them, because it is a phenomenal experience.
And we also have, oh, this is one you told me about.
Oh, yeah. I saw it in the paper. Oh, it's me.
It's you.
Oh, okay.
And we have 2 minutes before we have to go to commercial.
Okay, I'll hurry. Walker Valley High School Health Occupation of America HOSA Club will sponsor a father-daughter dance on February the 11th. I think this is the sweetest thing. Tickets are $20 per couple and $5 for each additional daughter. Refreshments and pictures are complimentary with ticket purchase. For more information, call 336-1383. Donations are also accepted for the club. It's a vocational career club supporting the area's future healthcare professionals through academic and career mentoring. These students study and compete at regional, state, and national levels throughout the year, and they're also very active in the community. And I think the funds from this event, it's one of their fundraisers to help them go to these events. And
I want to get a plug in for the Greater Cleveland Community Band. We practice on Monday nights at 7 o'clock, but get there a little bit early. If it doesn't make any difference how long it's been since you've played that horn or beat that drum, come on out and join us. And also, our April concert will be a commemorative concert concerning Cleveland Bradley's involvement in the Civil War. And if you all have any photos that we could scan in and use on the big screens during the performance, and the music will be music from the North and the South during that time. And it should be a wonderful performance, but we need your help with photographs. And we're going to take a real quick break, folks, and I told you the Chamber of Commerce people are here with us, and we're going to be bringing them on. They're already here making faces at me, so don't go away. We're going to take a real quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
And we are back, and you notice we have a third person with us now.
Yes.
And this is Aaron Weatherford of the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce, and he is the Director of Membership.
Well, thank you, ladies, for having me.
We're so glad you are here.
joining
We really
I'm so excited to be here. You have no idea.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do.
You
Yeah, I
might
do.
have
Some idea.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I have an idea of how excited Aaron is to be here. And what I loved was Aaron said, Nancy, I don't like to talk a lot, which we all know is a bunch of hoo-hoo because he does. But he said right at this present moment. So why? You're on TV. Now I want you to talk.
This
You
is
know?
your chance.
I know. I have many of opportunities to speak if I must, but sometimes it's just better to sit back and just follow the crowd, you know? I'm not,
All right.
today is not my day to be doing that, you know?
Okay.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll be, whew, you won't be able to shut me up
Yeah, but
tomorrow.
you won't be on TV tomorrow.
But-
so
Well, that's true.
So-
That is true.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. And as Director of Membership, then we would like for people to join the Chamber.
That's right.
Businesses, large and small. And Aaron is the one you would need to call at the Chamber, 472-6587. How many times have I called that number?
1001.
I don't think I called it today. I didn't call it yesterday, I know. And I know I hadn't called it this morning.
You were probably there yesterday.
So, I don't think. I might have been. But anyway.
I called it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. And so what we want to do today is talk about the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce and the reason that we have a Chamber of Commerce and why ours is so active and what we do. Aaron
And
wants to
why
talk
you
to you
should be a
now.
part
That's
of it.
right. If you are a business, large or small, and
Yes.
aren't, you should be. So tell us a little bit about Chamber membership, Aaron.
Well, right now we're pushing a membership of over 745 members right now. And that's been the highest in a few years that it has been in a long time. Yeah, we had a membership.
Kudos to Aaron.
Well, it's the chamber staff. I mean, we all, you know, with referrals and recruitment, it gets easier after a while to be able to bring more people in. When we're doing so many things, we have so many things to choose from for people who, you know, like to get out in public, people who don't, but they want to be on a committee. You know, we have so many opportunities for them to be able to do that. So, like last year, we had a membership drive. And we brought in, I believe, 50 new members in the membership drive.
50?
50.
Phenomenal.
And I'm like, we have a lot already. I did not know. I mean, where were you 50 at? You know, I was so excited, you know, because we got new members. So we also obviously had great volunteers that helped us recruit and do that. So we're planning to do that every year. Recruit members. So there's always an opportunity. Yeah. Oh yay. Oh yay. I'm very excited about that.
Oh yay, because Aaron called and he said, guess what, you're on a team. And I said, Aaron, honey, surely I have retired. Surely. But I did. I brought in several new members.
You did.
I was proud of myself. I was able to do that. And it was very much fun. Anne Marie was our chairman of that. And
She was our cheerleader.
She was our cheerleader.
She's such a good cheerleader.
She's an excellent cheerleader.
That's Anne Marie Brewer at Sky Ridge.
That's right. And she's an excellent cheerleader. But we're back to talking about chamber membership.
Yes. We offer a lot of different committees, events throughout the year that people, like I said, who do like to get heavily involved can be a part of. But the people who like to also kind of stay back but still want to have their foot in it, we have those opportunities. A lot of the biggest events we have are the networking coffees, which every month.
Wonderful.
Yes, every month. We had one actually just a couple weeks ago at the Chamber, hosted by iCruit Staffing.
Right.
We had over 135 different businesses come out to that event. Wow. And that happens once a month. So it's only for Chamber members. Now, occasionally, if someone's interested in membership, they'll call, say, can I come? Can I visit? That kind of stuff.
Just to see what it's about.
And that's fine. I encourage that.
Right.
I would love for you to come as my guest. If you're interested or have been in the past in joining, come as my guest to our next coffee. We'd love to have you. It'll be at Garden Plaza at Cleveland, February 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I project that's always a good coffee.
A good one.
It's a great event.
Always a good one.
So I expect we'll have at least 125 or 130 there.
Oh, I would say
Yeah.
at least that.
So
and what you need to be sure you do is bring your business cards.
yes, and a door prize. Bring a door prize if you have one.
If you do, because they will mention your name
Yes,
on the
they will.
microphone, and everyone will know
I'm
that
telling
it's
you.
there. And you wear a name tag. I fussed at Caleb from SunTrust last chamber coffee because
No
all he
name
had was
tag.
his name. No, he had his name.
Oh.
But I said, Caleb, who are you with? And he said, SunTrust. And I said, where does it say that on your name tag? I said, don't ever come to this coffee again and not put where you're from. Caleb took it well. Caleb, if you're watching this morning, good boy. But, he took it well.
Hopefully
He
you
really
understand
did.
who Nancy is.
And,
So you'll feel more
if you want to network, you need to let people know who you're with.
Yeah. And I know sometimes I don't wear my name tag just because I'm in such a hurry. I don't even have time to say my name once the whole day. But I encourage people to come out if you know someone who's interested in joining, or if you yourself are interested in joining. Please give us a call 472-6587 and come to our next coffee February 14th.
Absolutely, and it's a minimal cost to join the chamber.
It really is.
For all the benefits you get. Monday I went to a luncheon at the chamber. It was the Women's Council.
Which is starting up.
Which is starting up. It was our first meeting of the Women's Council, and it was wonderful. We had 3 very, very talented ladies, and I think Bernadette will be on in just a little while with us to talk to us about that.
I hope she is, because I'm sure she has a lot to say about that.
Because I just know I enjoyed it, and so that's just one thing. And then Sherry Cry's going to be on. She's Education Workforce Development. I think she has some things she'd like to talk to us about. So, these are just a few of the things.
Oh, yeah.
And we have big walls going up at Fokker.
Very big walls.
Very big walls.
That makes us happy.
It's a very big area.
Absolutely makes us happy.
Yeah.
So see, the chamber takes care of Women's Council and Education Workforce Development, as well as industries like
big
Fokker.
industry. And recruiting, bringing them in, keeping them here,
Right.
expanding them when they're here.
Right.
Everything. We try to do everything we can from small business to big business.
Right.
And
And
we
there's
make them all, we bring them all together. So.
And it
And
works.
there's a leadership program for even high school students.
Yes,
so,
there is.
I mean,
Yes.
and Sherry's going to tell us
Yeah.
about that.
And
Sorry if
so,
I stole it.
There is a program, yes.
And
Just
so,
thought I would mention.
I am so sorry that we happen to be so involved with the chamber that
know.
we know these
Yeah.
things, but these people are going to be a little more detailed.
Yeah.
Now, you have a new membership card there.
I do have a new membership
Okay.
card here. We're
tell
very
us about
excited. When you come in to join the chamber, you will fill out one of our new membership applications.
And it is so much prettier than our old
It is
membership
so much
application.
prettier than our old membership application, Nancy. Might
It
I
is.
tell you?
It is.
Brene, joining the chamber, wouldn't you have loved to fill out this new application?
would have.
It's so informative and it's fun.
Invest, connect, succeed.
That's right.
good.
This is one of our
tagline. What
I know
a
it's a good
tagline.
tagline, isn't it?
It
Did you
is.
come up with that?
Well, it was a group effort. I came up with some of it. I mean, I'm not good with taking things on myself, so it was a lot of fun creating
Well,
it.
and
It
see,
really was. There were
that's
many
good.
scrap pieces of paper, but in the end, we came up with this because we feel
I
like,
like it.
as a member, you will invest your time, your money, everything. You'll connect with so many different
Right.
businesses, and in the end, it will help you succeed to
Absolutely.
be able to expand your business,
Yeah, absolutely.
expand your contact base, everything. So
Absolutely.
it's very good. And the cool thing about this is there is a perforated area where you can keep all the different information about the chamber itself that you can also refer to. If a few months down the road, you're like, I think there was a connect opportunity that I could be at, that kind of thing. So it's exciting.
And it is. And you get emails all the time from them telling you,
Not all the
here's
time,
what's
Nancy.
happening.
Not
And-
all the time.
not all
We don't
the time.
hound
I
you with
know, I
emails.
know. No, they don't hound us with emails,
Nancy.
but they do send you things, a little reminder about different things.
Timely reminders.
Timely reminders. I do not get an email every day, but
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you. But and also we have and I live by it, and I don't have it with me today. It's called my phone book. It's called the Resource.
The resource
Every
guide.
chamber member is listed in the resource, and I'm so sorry I do not have mine with me because I usually do. It's in the front seat of my car, matter of fact.
Mine's in the back seat.
Okay.
I meant to grab it as I was coming in.
But everybody that's a member of the chamber is listed in there with their phone number. So when I need something, the first thing I do is look
to your
under,
directory.
you know, like under roofers. I look under roofers and I look at who's a member of the chamber.
That's right. Our membership directory, this is probably one of our biggest publications that we produce. We print over 2,000 copies, and they have a shelf life of a year and sometimes longer. Because like you said, you probably have 2010s, and we've already gone through one, but you're wearing yours out. You know, so we put one out every year, and we have plenty of advertising space that's chamber member opportunity.
Right.
Obviously, as a chamber member, you'll be listed in the directory under not only a white pages section under alphabetical, but also in a yellow pages section, which is by business or what type of category you'd be listed.
Right.
So with the different opportunities we have in the directory, we had so many people asking for color ads, and I want to do this, I want to do that. So we had to open up a whole brand new section.
Wow.
Inside the middle of the directory between the white and the yellow pages, full of half and full page color ads.
And that is for this year's resource.
That is for this year's issue, yes.
And my resource is so bad because there's a monthly newsletter from the chamber, and it always lists new members that come in since the last publication. So I cut it out and I staple it in the back of my resource. So now my resource, the back of my resource is about a ½ an inch thick. But, that's the way I keep up with all the members of the chamber.
We could probably add a few pages on the back of just new members, and then you can be a place for you to write ones down. That would be a bad idea.
Do that, but I just cut it out of the newsletter and staple it in there.
Well, the prices for the ad space is very inexpensive for as much publicity as you're going to be getting. Which is really good. A quarter page ad is $150. That's it.
That's not bad.
I'm just going to give you the bare.
For a year's use.
That is for a year's use.
Right.
And you will get so much out of this. And not to mention, we also, I don't know if you knew this, either one of you, have an online flip book that we'll be doing as well. And if you advertise in there, your link or in your ad will be live, which means people can go online, click directly on your ad, and be sent right to your website if you're an advertiser. So you're not paying anything extra for that. So let's say you do have a large ad, you paid $500 for it in color. You click on it online, they will go straight to your website. Isn't that cool?
Wow, that is cool.
That's really cool.
I want to take an ad out for myself, just because that's so exciting.
You should, Aaron.
I don't know what kind of ad I'd take out, but
no idea. Wish
I'm
list. A wish list of things
Yes.
that Adam would like to do.
Yes.
But it's very, very simple to join the chamber. It's 472-6587. And if you have any questions, they have a website.
We do. It's clevelandchamber.com. And if you can't make it in to fill out one of these new applications,
That's right.
we have an online application that you can fill out.
That is true.
That's right. So when you fill out that, as soon as you submit it, it'll come right to me, and the process may just take a week, depending on when you do it.
You take Visa, MasterCard,
We take
Discover,
it all. We will not say no to
Amex.
it.
That's right. So this is the simplest thing in the world to do, folks, is join the chamber. But once you join, you need to get involved.
Yes.
You can't just join and sit on it and do nothing with it.
No, I dislike it when people say to me, I joined the chamber 3 years ago and I got nothing out of it. And then I say,
What did you put
what
in
did
it?
you do?
Well, I thought about that one thing, but
Well, did you even go to the coffees? It's well worth your money just to go to the coffees and network.
the context that you would make at one chamber coffee,
Right.
you could probably put a price on it, but I'm not going to try to because it would be a high price.
It's amazing.
Very high
And it's
price.
amazing the people that are there.
And
it's
it's never the same people.
No, it's not.
You might have one or two of the same people.
I'm
but
always there,
There
okay?
are, that's the one.
That's right.
And I'm the two.
I was until I retired.
Right,
But yeah.
and I was, but now she's retired.
Yeah, but that thing about it, how many contacts do you come in a week? There's 120 one day, 130, and you meet all of them.
That's right.
There's your quota probably for the month.
Absolutely. I'd love to have 120 customers in my store in one day, but I go network, and there we go.
That's right.
So, Aaron, thank you so much
Of
for
course.
being on with us
Renee,
today.
Nancy,
I really,
thank you.
I
Good to
appreciate
see
you.
you.
I
really
enjoyed it. I had a blast.
Yes.
I cannot wait to come back on again
Okay,
very soon.
we're writing that down. So
Yes.
I hope you have a wonderful day today. And folks,
Thank
we're going to
you.
take a real quick commercial break, and there will be someone else from the Chamber of Commerce coming on with us. So don't go away.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
And we are back.
Yes.
And we have a studio full of crazies. I want to tell you right now. So if we just burst out laughing,
Yes.
it's because Aaron is still here, has not left, and
Making
he's
faces and
photographing
taking pictures.
with his phone, with his cell phone. Bernadette Douglas over here. Bernadette's Executive Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
She's been with the Chamber for
30 years.
30 years, and she started when she was 12.
That's right.
Okay,
Yes.
So if there's ever anything you need to know about the chamber, Bernadette's who you need to ask. But she has a really good staff. But we were talking a minute ago with Aaron about clicking on, your website. You can do this and that through the chamber.
Linking it,
So
Yeah, he was talking about the flip book, and I just wanted to say that we have an online directory on the chamber website, clevelandchamber.com. And a lot of small businesses might not have a full-blown website. They don't, they don't feel like they need it. But through their membership, they can have what we call an enhanced listing, no charge to them. They can put a description of their business, they can put a photo, they can put a logo, whatever they'd like. And it kind of would it even generates like a unique web address for them they could use to direct somebody, like they could use it in their ads or whatever they wanted to do. And so it makes them look like they have a website, but they just really have an add-on to their chamber listing. So that's just another kind of
benefit,
a little perk for our members. And also we have a job board on our website, free of charge to members if they want to advertise a position. They can, if they don't know their login information, because members can log in themselves, we'll give them their login. They can post it. We'll clean up their spelling and grammar and make sure it looks good and post it for them.
Yes, Nancy Neal is very precise
Yes,
about your grammar and your spelling and all of that kind of thing.
Makes everybody look good.
She does. She makes the whole chamber staff look good because that one community, one calendar that I've told y'all, Renee and I've been talking about that for months here. When you submit that,
it goes through Nancy.
Edits it before it goes up. Exactly. So, that's...
So she makes you look good, too.
Yeah. So it's just, a couple of the little things that we do for members. We don't charge. A lot of chambers charge for them. We don't charge for them. So it's just another little perk that people may not know about.
And see, our chamber is so
really
wonderful,
cool.
folks.
Yes.
Now, it's just like Monday. We had a nice little luncheon, Women's Council.
Women's Council. And our first event, going to be quarterly this year. We had a panel of financial experts talk about things that women need to think about as far as, retirement and managing their money. Yeah, retirement.
It was wonderful.
It was really good. And So we started at noon, and we had a really nice lunch, and then we went till about 1:15 by the time we had questions. So it was a great opening program. We had 37 women sign up to attend. And we're going to have 3 more this year. We're going to have one on April 23rd that's going to focus on legal rights for women. On July 23rd, we're going to talk about the history of women's right to vote. And then on October 22nd, we're going to do a program on dressing for success for less. So
for less. Now, it's not dressing for success, because everybody says, well, I know how to dress for success, but this is dressing for success for less.
For less money. So we kind of want to focus on
key these days.
Yes,
it is.
On some, you know, moderately priced things that you can do, and kind of work your way up. So we're starting small. It's our first year. We have a steering committee. We're going to start with a quarterly program and see how we progress. I don't know, next year it might be every other month, and then, you know, we'll work to monthly, but that's what we're starting with right now.
And this is a result of a women's
Women in Business luncheon.
Business luncheon that they had.
We have had that every year during Small Business Month, and the last one we had, we did a survey, and everybody was saying, well, we'd like to do this more often. So of course we're like, sure, we can do that.
Right. That's what your chamber does.
That's right too.
And if their members request things, they try to work it out and to do these. And so that's great.
Yeah, and we're also, just want to touch a little bit on, we started a safety council this year too.
I read about that.
Yeah, and that started in early January as well. And that's mostly people that work in the safety, like EMS and the plant.
Oh, that kind of
safety.
Okay, good.
Those kind of people. They had a program on Tennessee Occupational Safety and Health Administration. So they're more focused on, you know, manufacturing and those kind of areas. But that's another program that we started. Lisa Pickle is in charge of that.
And then we have a small business committee.
Right. They meet on the second Thursday of every month at 8:30 at the office. And anybody's welcome to join that group. We're basically, they kind of come up with the programs for the small businesses. You know, they may be out there talking to people and they say, you know, why didn't the chamber do that? And then comes back to that group and kind of put feelers out and see if there's a need. And we're getting ready to do Small Business Month in May.
May, okay.
Yeah, where we give the Mel Bedwell Small Business Person of the Year Award. We'll open up nominations for that pretty soon, and have some seminars. So it's shaping up ready to be a busy year.
And everybody thinks that basically the chamber's just out recruiting industries, but that's not the case.
No.
They take care of all of their members.
We do.
And Tuesday night, you had the annual meeting.
We had the chamber
at Life Care.
And great. Had a really big crowd. Had 370 people.
That's good.
Which was one of our larger crowds in the past few years. Had a waiting list. Couldn't accommodate everybody. Which
That's good.
Is a good thing.
It's a great problem.
That's right.
Nice to have a convention center that we could just have everybody that wants to
I know,
come.
that's on my list, convention center. But
well, we're getting the airport, so maybe the convention center.
Yeah, that's
will be
on my
our
list
next.
too, airport. So, but we had the Hedrick Award winner.
Yes, Robert Wright from Wright Brothers Construction got the MC Hedrick Free Enterprise Award, and Bill Creech received kind of through Beecher Hunter. Bill wasn't able to be there, but Beecher accepted on his behalf the Robert Varnell Leadership Award. So 2 very deserving recipients.
Very deserving, and those are great awards that the chamber gives every year in recognition of, you know, free enterprise. Very important free enterprise. And then the Robert Varnell Award is named after Bob Varnell, who was a wonderful guy. In fact, he was president of the chamber.
He was, well, posthumously. He was going to be chairman of the board, and he passed away right before he was set to take office. So we named him chairman of the board, and he got his picture on the wall.
And that is so nice.
That is.
So see, that's the hometown feel too that you get at the Chamber of Commerce, folks. It's not like big business down there.
No, and you know, a lot of times it is with Vocker and those kind of people coming in, but you know, it's small businesses. You know, I was thinking on my way over here that we have a lot of traffic kind of in the back of our office because we let our members use our library, which is our smaller conference room, at no cost. So we have a lot of home-based business people that will meet customers or clients back in there, and they're back into the inner sanctum, as we call it. so there's been a lot of traffic back there lately.
That's
so,
good.
Which is good. Yeah.
That's real good and beautiful. I still call it a new location.
Yeah.
It's
relatively,
it is.
yes.
It's down at the Village Green,
Yeah.
and it's so much. It's wonderful from where we came to
Yes.
where we are now.
Definitely.
And have a conference room and boardroom and the library, plenty of meeting space for
Yes,
people.
which we never had before.
No, we did not.
And we've been there 9 years now.
Has it been that long? Oh my goodness! Well, I had no idea it had been that long.
Yeah.
But it's still new. It's still
still
our new
new,
chamber.
yeah.
Yes, and it still looks new, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
So, and in case anybody doesn't know where it is, it's if you know where the Village Bake Shop is,
We're at the other end.
they're at the other end over there, and it's wonderful, a wonderful location. But they can answer a lot of questions for you too.
Well, we're also the visitor center.
Yes.
There's blue signs along Key Street directing people to our office, so we do get a lot of walk-ins for people relocating or just coming to visit the area. So we've got a whole wall of tourist brochures, and I'm sure Melissa's out of town today, or she would be here talking
I'm sure she
about
would be. Yes. But see, I contacted Melissa day before yesterday because of the Greater Cleveland Community Band concert that's coming up, doing the Civil War theme.
Oh, okay.
And so she is now a member of a 3-state organization for the 150th anniversary of the Civil War. So she put me in contact with some people, and I said, well, thank you, yay rah.
Yeah.
So now I'm off and rolling on that.
Well, it's all about who you know.
It is.
Yes.
And who can connect you with other people.
Right.
As our application says, connect.
Right.
Succeed.
And it really is. Of course, I've been a member of the chamber for a long, long time.
Right.
We joined with Case and Art.
That's right.
And then Case and Art was still a member, but I joined as the Red Ribbon.
Right.
And I feel I'm just a real strong supporter of the Chamber of Commerce. I think anyone who has any kind of business in this town, in this county, needs to be a member of the chamber.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Well, they need to support the chamber because you support them.
Well, yeah. And we are doing the things that people think just happen. We're keeping the Whirlpool jobs, and we're out there looking for new industry, and we're, working every day to make sure we have an airport and that our roads are good.
And new industrial park and this type of thing. And it's amazing, folks, because these things don't just happen.
No, they don't.
There's a lot of work in the background that you don't know about until it hits the newspaper.
Exactly.
Vocker didn't just happen because we first started courting Vocker when I was chairman of the board. And then 2 years later, we brought Vocker in.
Right.
So it doesn't just happen. And it's not going to happen, folks, if you don't have a Chamber of Commerce that's active like ours out there working. So we're going to have to go to a commercial break, but do you have any little last minute thing you need to tell us?
Well, buy at Bradley. Get your Buy at Bradley cards.
Yes.
Right.
Let's not forget that. Buy them anywhere. Buyatbradley.com if you want to know more about that.
And I take them at the Red Ribbon and I sell them at the Red Ribbon.
Right.
So and there are other places in town that do. So it's a great little gift card and you just can continue using it. Once you use it up, if somebody gave it to you, don't tear it up. Reload it.
You can reload it
That's
online.
Right. Online. We can
You
reload
can.
online now.
Yes, you
So see all these great things
Everything
the Chamber
is
does.
so easy.
It is. It is. If you know all these electrical things, tweet. I don't know any of this stuff.
Tweet,
I still
we tweet,
iTunes.
we Facebook, we do it all.
Yeah, they do it all. I still iTunes. So we'll be right back, folks. We're going to commercial break, and don't go away because Sherry Cry from the Chamber will be back with us to talk to us about
Other stuff.
education, workforce development.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
And we are back. And we are chit-chatting. Of course we are chit-chatting. And this is Sherry Cry, also from the Cleveland Brandon Chamber of Commerce. And Sherry is the Director of Workforce Development.
Yes.
And a lot of little things on her plate. Not just workforce development, but what does workforce development entail, Sherry?
Well,
Everything.
Mainly my part of workforce development is education.
Right.
And I work very closely with all of the high schools and some with the middle schools, preparing that workforce. We offer several programs that help those students choose a career. We have job shadowing. We have business and industry in the classroom, ethics in the workplace, things that are going to start students thinking about their future and what they need to do, and expose them to careers and prepare tomorrow's workforce.
Absolutely. And they are not retired. They are not women of leisure like Renee. So if they're
No,
supposed to
and-
clock in
And
at
they are
7:30,
going to be my retirement.
That's right.
So I want them working.
But they need to have the work
Yes.
ethics that
Yes, they do.
know that they're supposed to clock in at 7:30 and stay
Not
there.
7:45.
Right.
Yes.
And so these are this is one of the things that Sherry works with.
One of the things that work with.
And we have that coming up. Ethics in the classroom. Do you have that?
We did it in the fall,
Okay.
but we are going to do it again in the spring at all three high school. Ethics in the workplace. We're speaking to have business people speaking to students, and we're also will be doing business and industry in the classroom. It's a little bit different. Ethics, of course, they're talking about ethics to the students, about how important ethics are, what ethics are. Business and industry in the classroom is business and industries telling the students about careers that they could start thinking about, what their particular business. We had Whirlpool speak last in the fall. We had AT&T speak, Mars, to tell them, you know, these are the types of careers we have. This is what you've got to do. You have to have more than high school if you plan to work for us, and you know, things that students need to start thinking about.
Well,
So we will be doing that again in the spring at all three high schools.
That's good. I have a cousin who wanted to work for a utility company and wanted to be the pole climber. I mean, sorry, Tom, I know there's an official name for that. But anyway, there were a lot of requirements to be a pole climber.
Yes.
He had to do like a couple of months training to be a pole climber.
Well, what we continually stress to students, and we also have the Tennessee Scholars Program,
Right.
where I have the opportunity to speak to students about their futures, is that there is hardly any job that you can have out there that you don't need more training than just high school.
Right.
Whether it's a 1-year, a 2-year certificate program, a 2-year degree at a community college, at a technical school, or if it is a 4-year degree. But if you want to be successful, if you want to make good wages, you're going to have some training.
Right.
After high school.
Absolutely.
And they need to start thinking about what they want to do.
And you can't just say, well, I think I want to teach. And then you go 2 years to college and you think, well, that's not what I wanted to do.
Right.
You kind of need to have it a little more programmed in than that.
Yes.
That's the job shadowing.
That's
is
the
good
the
thing
good
for things.
yes, because they get a chance to see that career firsthand, and a lot of them make that decision and say, oh yeah, that is really what I want to do. Or a lot of them go, oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I need to go another direction.
Right.
And that's
important.
good.
That is very important.
That isn't what I had in mind.
we had a
It's
little
not
gal-
like I thought it was. Yeah.
We had a little gal job shadow a couple of years ago that wanted to be a teacher, so we put her in kindergarten. I was one of the people that was helping Sherry place these people. We put her in kindergarten. She got on the bus that afternoon and said, do not want to be a teacher. Okay, she didn't waste 4 years of her life going to college for something she doesn't want to do.
Right,
So the job shadowing is wonderful.
It is. I think it's one of the best workforce development programs that we have. But the one I want to talk about today is our youth leadership program.
Yes.
We have a youth leadership program of the Chamber. It's in cooperation with Bradley County, Cleveland City School Systems, and also Tennessee Christian Preparatory School. And it's patterned after our Leadership Cleveland program.
The adult program.
For the adults. And it's facilitated by graduates of the Leadership Cleveland program. And our purpose of this program is to develop our future leaders to have a positive impact on the growth and development of Cleveland and Bradley County. We have to always be thinking about that future.
Absolutely.
And this is the time of year that we start recruiting those students, and participation is open to rising juniors and seniors that attend Bradley Central, Cleveland, Walker Valley High Schools, and Tennessee Christian Preparatory School. And these participants are selected by our selection committee that reviews their applications, their references, and their transcripts, and they select a total of 26 students. We have 8 from each from Bradley, 8 from Cleveland, 8 from Walker Valley, and now we have 2 from Tennessee Christian. So that makes our total of 26 students. And selection in this program is an honor.
Yes, it is.
Because
it really
the competition is very stiff. As I said, we select 26 students, and almost every year we have 50 to 60 applications. And a lot of those are really good students.
I served on that selection committee one year when I was on the chamber board, and
whoa, yes,
it was
it's very
really
difficult.
I mean, they're phenomenal students.
There are.
Sometimes it's like, how do you choose?
I know, there are. But when they are selected, though, then they will attend a mandatory retreat in the summer before school starts, and then they take 6 field trips during the school year. And this exposes them to such topics as the local economy, heritage and tourism, city government and services, county government and services, health and social services, and then we take them to Nashville for one day to learn about state government.
And that's a trip.
It is. And
literally and physically. That is a trip.
Yes, that's a long day. We leave about 7 o'clock that morning and get back about 8 that evening. So, but it is a great opportunity for students to get to learn about Cleveland and Bradley County. We've had students in this program before that lived in Cleveland all their life, and they learn about places and things that they had no idea was here.
Right. And of course, they're teenagers, and they're clueless to a lot of these things, but they need to be made aware.
They need to be made aware. And
if they're going to be our future leaders.
If they're going to be our future leaders,
Right.
definitely. And they, we're recruiting now for our 11th class.
Wow.
The one we have right now is our 10th class. Wow. So, and we've had some great students come through that.
Yes, you have, because I've personally known some of these people, and they've turned, not only were they wonderful students, but now they've turned into contributing adults.
Contributing young adults. And that is purpose of the program.
Right.
We hope that these students will go through this, they'll learn about these things, they'll go on to school, and hopefully they'll come back to Cleveland and Bradley County, and it could be our future mayors.
That's exactly
our future commissioners, our future
city council.
And we want them to come back to Cleveland.
We want them to come back to Cleveland. Yes, we do.
We want to be sure that we have something to offer them here, and that's what the chamber works for.
That's another part of what the chamber works for.
Is to be sure we have something to offer them here.
And so what students need to do, so those that are interested students, or if the parents are listening and they're interested in their students being involved in this, the applications will be available in the school guidance offices starting January 31st, which, that's just next week.
It is.
Can you believe that?
You're exactly right.
That's
it is.
next week. They'll be in the guidance office. The students need to go by, pick up an application. They have to fill out the application. They have to answer questions, and they have to get 3 references. They turn it back in. It has to be turned back into the guidance offices by the end of school, February 23rd. Okay. So give them plenty of time to get these completed. Then the committee will be given the applications. They'll review them, and then we'll meet and make the selections in mid-March of the students, and then they'll be notified. and they'll have an orientation session in April. So now's the time.
Absolutely.
Start
now's
thinking
the time.
about it. Students go to their guidance offices next week, pick up an application, get those in, and we'll be selecting a new class.
And it's just that simple, because the students don't have to go to the chamber to pick this up. They don't have to just go by the guidance office, and surely by the time they're a rising junior or senior, they know where the guidance office is. If not, go to the office and they will point you to the guidance office.
Or also, as we've been talking all day about our website, you can also download a copy of the application from our website, clevelandchamber.com, under the heading Economic Development, Workforce and Education. And there will be a link there where you can download the application and fill it out. You can't submit it online because they have to get the references and all that.
Right.
But they can go ahead and get the application. If the parents want to go ahead and download the application, they can do that and get the students to fill it out. So we try to make it, you know, a little easier for them. And then fill it out, get it turned in, and then the waiting game for the students starts.
Now they turn it back into the guidance.
They turn it back into guidance. And I pick them up from guidance, and then the committee has to make the selections.
And it is an honor to be one of these people.
Yes.
It is an honor.
Because you can imagine how many rising juniors and seniors it is. There are, but there's only 8, 8, 8, and 2 selected.
Yes.
So, you know, you might want to just think about some of the things you've done.
And yes, we ask questions about what they're involved in now, any awards and any leadership roles they've already had, such as, you know, in clubs and organizations. They may have been
Scouting.
Officers in that. What they think is a particular concern and what they could do about it to help remedy that. Who they think is a leader and why. It's a very detailed application.
Yes, it is.
And
they can't just sit down, and that's why they need that.
They need that time. They need that time to think about it, and then they have to get 3 people, other than family, of course.
I started saying it doesn't need to be Uncle Fred.
Doesn't need to be family. It needs to be someone at school, someone at church, someone in the community that knows them well.
A scout leader, something like that.
Yes, and that can give them a good reference and they put all that together. We look at their transcript. There's no grade point average requirement on it, but we do look at their transcript, try to see what classes they're taking, whether they're involved in the honors classes, and that they have a good grade point average, that because they are going to miss school for 6 days, and that we feel that student would be able to make up the work, and it wouldn't be detrimental for them to miss those 6 days of school. So that's why we look at transcripts.
And then they also do a hands-on activity.
They do. They have 2 service projects, actually. They raise funds for Habitat for Humanity, and that is each school comes up with their own ideas of how to raise the money. I give them, they have to raise a minimum of $400, and over that as is expected also. But they come up with their own ideas. They may do a bake sale, they may take up money at a ball game, they may have a car wash, they may have a faculty-student game at school if they can get that approved. And then they spend a day working, a Saturday, working with Habitat. And then another service project is one of these days, the Health and Social Services Day, we visit the caring place and they bring food.
So see, this is a real learning experience for these folks. So go by your guidance office, kids, and pick these forms up and get them turned in.
Or parents, go online and
be sure they do it. Or tell your student to do it.
Thank you so much. And this has been Chamber of Commerce Day. And folks, we've been glad to be with you all today. We hope you all have a really nice day today in the warm weather, but maybe a lot of rain. So we will be back with you next Thursday. So be sure you're back with us. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
See you next Thursday. Bye-bye.
And thank you.
Yes.